Willie D. Live.
How much time had elapsed between the time that they stripped him of his title and when he were able to finally go back into the ring?
About 3 years.
It was about 3 years, right?
Yeah, about 3 years.
So what did y'all do? What were y'all doing to make time pass by? What was Ali doing in those 3 years? How was he keeping himself busy?
Well, you know, he's a Muslim. And they looked out for him, you know. They looked out for him. Otherwise, he had a place to stay, but he didn't have the excesses that he used to have. But he had a place to stay. He had, his upkeep was there.
Mm-hmm.
Put it that way, his upkeep was there. And Ali was his own self-man. If he liked it, he liked it. If he didn't, he didn't. He was just that simple.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't hard to figure out. And just like when we really got close was when Boudin's son was supposed to go back to college. And me and Boudin was together. Boudin started crying, sitting at my house in New York. He started crying. I said, "What's wrong with you, man?" He said, Drew Jr. got to go, just like on a Friday. He said, Drew Jr. got to go to college Monday, and I need $1,700 and the champ ain't got no money. I gave him $1,800 and told him to go pay for the boy to go to school. He told Ali. Ali told him to tell me to come by there. He's over in Patterson, New Jersey. Tell me to come by there. And he told me, said, me and Boudini, he said, whatever way I can repay you for looking out for my man, said, I'll do it. So I'm gonna win this trial, this court thing. So I'm gonna beat the Navy, the Army, the Marines, and the Air Force. That's just the way he said it. And I'm gonna be a world champion again. He said, and I appreciate what you do. Say, what do you want to do when I when I get back? I said, well, he said, you can be my promoter. I said, no. I said, I don't know about the promoter. I said, because that's too big for me. I just want you to understand it's too big for me. I don't think I could handle it. I said, and Boudini said, well, you know Don. I said, yeah, I know Don King. I said, now that would be the man. I said, he know.
So you introduced Ali to Don King, or you just suggested that he go to him?
I suggested it.
Yeah.
I didn't introduce him, but I knew Don in Cleveland. I knew it. And Don knew that business. And he's the perfect guy for it because he's outspoken, he's intelligent, and it's pretty hard, you understand me, to surmise him, you know. He one of a kind, just like Ali, one of a kind. And they hit it off just like that, boom. Boudini introduced him to him. And that during this time, Ali was walking around with pads in his shoes. Couldn't get his shoes half soled. His feet was on the ground. So he had cardboard in his shoes.
Wow.
And he told me, he said, well, what do you want to do? I said, I might do the concessions and the souvenir programs. He said, okay. So you got it. And when he got exonerated, Boudini called me. He told Boudini to call me. He said, I told you I was going to win. And, you know, that's the way it took off.